Everyone in PR is chasing just one thing, which is to get more press coverage, more features, more mentions, more backlinks. But what if I told you that press coverage could actually be damaging your business? Not helping it, not growing it, quietly hurting it. And the worst part is that most PR teams don't even realize it's happening. So, hey guys, welcome back. If you're in PR marketing or building a brand, this is something you need to hear because today we are breaking down the uncomfortable truth behind press coverage and importantly, how to fix it before it costs you growth, revenue, and credibility. So, the first thing is vanity coverage versus a strategic coverage. And that is the biggest mistake because most PR teams chase vanity metrics like big name publications, high domain authority, or as seen in logos. This could look impressive, but in reality, if your ideal customer isn't reading that publication, if it doesn't influence their buying decision, then it's just a noise. You end up with coverage that is not converting, is not driving qualified traffic, and is not impacting your revenue. It just feeds your ego, not your pipeline. Second is misaligned messaging. Here's something most people overlook. Press coverage often locks you into a narrative. Let's say your company gets featured as the budget friendly option or the startup disrupting X industry. Sounds good until it doesn't. Because now your pricing power gets affected, your positioning gets diluted, and your future messaging becomes harder to control. You didn't just get coverage, you handed over your brand narrative. Next is attracting the wrong audience. Not all visibility is good visibility. Some press coverage brings in low intent traffic, freebie seekers, and the wrong customer segment. And what happens then? Your sales team struggles, your conversion rates drop, and your CAC goes up. So now, instead of growth, your metrics start quietly breaking. Next is the credibility trap. This one is actually subtle but very dangerous. If your brand is everywhere but messaging is inconsistent, features don't align, stories feel scattered, you lose credibility. Because instead of authority, you look overexposed and unfocused. Modern audiences are sharp. They don't trust brands that are trying to be everything everywhere. Next is short term wins, long term damage. PR teams often operate in cycles, monthly targets, coverage quotas, campaign pushes. So, what happens? You optimize for what can we land this month instead of what builds authority over 12 to 24 months. That leads to random placements, inconsistent storytelling, and no cumulative brand equity. And over time, your PR becomes fragmented instead of compounding. So, what should you do instead? Think like a strategist, not a pitch machine. Ask, does this publication influence our buyer? Does this align with our positioning? If not, then you better skip it. Control the narrative. Before pitching, define what do we want to be known for, what do we not want to be known for. Every piece of coverage should reinforce that. Next is optimize for conversion, not just coverage. Track quality of the leads, assisted conversions, sales conversions, influenced, not just we got featured. Build thematic authority. Instead of random topics, double down on 2 to 3 core themes. So over time, your brand becomes synonymous with something specific. Fewer but better placements. This is where most people get it wrong. 10 random features is always weak impact, but 3 highly strategic features is the real growth. Press coverage isn't bad, but unstrategic press coverage is expensive noise. If you are not careful, it attracts the wrong audience. weakens your positioning, slows down the real growth. So the next time you chase coverage, ask yourself, is this building your brand or just filling a report? If you found this useful, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what's the worst press placement you have ever seen or experienced. And I will see you in the next one.